whoever you are, to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, and where wisdom is yours for the asking, where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thank you so much for joining us today at the Magical Mansion. I'm Meg, and I'm so happy you're here. And of course, joining me is my parlor maid, the scrumptious Parfait, thank you Parfait, and my beautiful assistant, Miss Alice Poopers. And today we're going to talk about meditation. Startling. I don't usually expect that. I should, but I don't. I guess it's time for Words of Wisdom. Today's words of wisdom come to us from Baba Ram Das. And they are: meditation and concentration are the way to a life of serenity. Shall we meditate? Poopers, shall we meditate? Yes, we shall, but today you're going to get a special bonus quote, because today's meditation is going to be a very special guided meditation with a special quote from the famous film star, filmmaker, and martial arts expert Bruce Lee. So please, I want you to relax and close your eyes. This will be very short, I promise. But I think it will relax you, calm you, and center you, and get you ready for our discussion on meditation. You ready, Poops? Here we go. Be like water, making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way around or through it. If nothing within you stays rigid, outward things will disclose themselves. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, and it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot. It becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. I do feel fluid. Do you feel fluid, Poops? I bet you do. No? Alright, she's gone. You go. It's fine. Today we are going to talk about meditation. Many people do. A lot of people don't. A lot of people wish they had more time for it. I was one of those people for a long time. I have to admit that. But meditation is a very simple thing. Probably many of you are doing it without even realizing it. It's anytime you're just clearing your mind, centering yourself, calming yourself, and focusing yourself, and kind of tuning out the busyness around you. You know, in Buddhism they talk about the wheel, the samsara, that we're all running on that hamster wheel. And meditating is just consciously taking yourself off of that hamster wheel, even for a few moments. And there are many ways to meditate. A lot of people meditate just by sitting still, by focusing on breath with a mantra, something to just center their attention and sort of keep all those other thoughts at bay. Some people prefer active meditations, like how about the whirling dervishes? There's many different ways you can meditate. You know, I was kind of wondering, how do people around the mansion meditate?
Some people, as Scallion does, use prayer beads when they meditate. The repetition of a mantra inspires and focuses the mind.
And I meditate when I dust. I find it calms the mind.
Well, I meditate like this.
Poopers, that is not meditating. Good try though, baby. I'll tell you how I meditate. I like to meditate in several ways. First of all, I like to just be very still and focus on breathing and try to be very much in the moment I'm in. I am a total junkie for guided meditation, and I burn it up on YouTube. I have many different people I love to listen to, and sometimes when my mind feels very busy, if I feel like I'm having a hard time calming my own mind, I'll go play a guided meditation and I'll get someone else to help me calm my mind. And I find those very helpful. And another thing I do to meditate is I do crafting, sewing, cooking, and baking. Those kind of repetitive tasks, knitting, sewing, embroidering, those things are extremely meditative. So, you've seen how everyone around the mansion meditates. Everyone has their own way of doing things, and that's the point. It's okay. Do it the way that works for you. Do it when it works for you. If you only do it for a few moments, that's fine. Do you think meditation has to be tied to religion? Because I just heard about this anchor man who had an anxiety attack on air, and one of the things he found calmed his anxiety was meditation. So I think a lot of people with anxiety have found meditation very helpful as well. So there's a non-religious use for meditation. And I think we also think about meditation as being predominantly used in Eastern religions. But I've also was kind of wondering, do like more mainstream, I'll put that in quotes, do more mainstream American religions like Christianity practice meditation? I wonder about that.
Meditation has a long history in Christianity. It dates back to the Desert Fathers of the 4th century, who developed a technique of contemplation that they later taught to St. John of the Cross, and also in the great mystic works of Teresa of Avila and the medieval book The Cloud of Unknowing. In our own time, Christian meditation has come to be called centering prayer. It was popularized by Thomas Burton, who was a friend of Thich Nhat Hanh and studied Zen Buddhism and tried to unify the traditions of the East with classic Christian prayer. Thomas Keating made centering prayer popular in the late 20th century. It is simply, much like many Eastern forms of meditation, clearing one's mind of all thoughts to focus on a single sacred word and to let the word drive out all wandering thoughts of the mind so that one may become unified in contemplation of God and thus be lifted up to a kind of unity with God and to be connected to all that is divine. So, although one might think that meditation is not Christian, in fact, it dates back thousands of years.
Well, thank you to the ghost of Thomas Kramer for explaining Christian meditation to us. That was very informative. So I think you can see that meditation takes many forms and you can do it in many ways. And I just encourage everybody to find your own special way to meditate and maybe give it a try today. Now, let's hop into the kitchen because Scallion and I are going to meditate later, and we thought it would be fun before we have meditation time to make each other a special pot of meditation tea. It's time for the tea challenge! Get ready to rumble! Okay, today's tea challenge is to make the best meditation tea you can come up with. And today, I'm gonna make a special tea for Scallion, and
Today, I'm going to make a special meditation tea for Meg.
so let's see what we're gonna do. All right, so check it out. We're gonna go over our recipes, and then we're gonna put our teas together and see what we can come up with. Scallion, what is your magical meditation tea recipe?
My tea is fresh lemon, fresh ginger root, and lavender.
All right, Meg's up. Next up, my tea is green tea, rose petals, and skull's cap. Scallion, come on up. Are you ready to make your tea?
I'm ready.
All right.
I have my tea
cylinder.
diffuser ready.
I like that tea. All right. We have these lovely tea diffusers, and we are going to pack them up with our recipes and get ready to make our teas. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
On your mark, get set, make that tea. Ta-da.
Ta-da!
All right, now we're ready to actually make our tea. Want some hot water there, Scallion? All right, we're gonna put our tea diffusers into our teapots. Now I will pour the tea, I will pour the hot water and make my tea. Whoa, steamy. Now, Scallion, you're up. Oh, wait, I better cap that. Hold on, oh wait, You forgot to put your tea diffuser in. Go.
I guess the order is important.
Let's wrap our babies up so they can steep. The passage of time.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Tea time! Scallion, are you ready to taste my tea?
I'm ready.
Shall we pour for each other?
Would you like to taste my tea?
I am ready. Let's pour for each other. Are you ready?
This looks marvelous.
Cheers.
Tea time.
Oh, I like yours. That's delicious. Good job, Scallion. Now, for my tea here that Scallion made, I can really taste the ginger. That's very predominant. Lavender, the lemon. The only thing I would have said is maybe a little more lemon, because I love lemon. But wow, the ginger, the lavender, that's delicious.
Meg's tea was amazing. The green tea, the skullcap, and the fresh rose petal was mesmerizing to my palate. I felt enchanted.
So Scallion, would you care for some biscotti with your tea?
Yum.
Ooh. I think after this, we're gonna go meditate. I'm feeling very relaxed. Special announcement! We hate to interrupt your regularly scheduled Meg's Magical Mansion broadcast, but it's time to announce the winners of the Cornhusk Doll giveaway. We're very excited to find out who's going to take this lovely lady home with them. So without further ado, all of the names have been put together in a big bowl by our own Scallion, and we're going to call them in right now so we can pick a winner. Scallion, if you please. Wow! We have so many entries. I cannot wait to find out who the winner is going to be.
The names have been protected since they arrived.
Excellent. We know all of our entries are safe in the hands of our faithful Scallion. So, right now, without further ado, perhaps we could have a drum roll. All right, Alice Poopers, you want to... Scallion, if you would take Alice Poopers in your lap. All right, without further ado, a drum roll, please. Mixing them up. Everybody's in there. I'm going to pick one lucky person to get this beautiful doll, and this is the person. And our winner is Becky! Yay, Becky! Yay, Becky! So, Becky, we will be contacting you, and we will find out your address, and we will be mailing our Cornhusk doll right here. This will be coming to your home. So, Becky, you have just won a beautiful Cornhusk doll. Yay! Thanks for being here. I hope you had a relaxing time talking about meditation. You know, I was just checking on my social media with some of my witchy friends to see how do the witchy people meditate. And it looks to me like a lot of them do meditate. So all you my witchy friends out there meditating, keep it up. And a lot of you seem to talk about using crystals quite a bit in your meditation. And I see some other people just talking about how it's a big centering part of their practice. Wow, so I'm glad to see that the witchy community also embraces meditation. I think the point of today is meditation's good for everybody. Whether you do it for religious purposes or health purposes, it really is all good. So just take a few minutes out of your busy life and let's meditate. You know what? I think I'm going to put on one of those guided meditations right now and get ready to go to bed. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe. We're shooting for 100 subscribers. Come on, jump on, subscribe.